Hi angels, welcome to the Earth Angel Tarot. I'm the Earth Angel, and today I'm bringing you another pick a card reading, and today's topic is, what is it about you that inspires love and admiration in women? So what is it about you that women love and or admire? And I do just have to say right off the bat, we're getting a little bit of a spicy energy with these piles today. For the masculine energies, there was a little bit of intimidation, and for the feminine energies, there's a little bit of jealousy energy. So we're just going to tap into the energy and see what is it about you that inspires love, admiration, and sometimes a little bit of jealousy or intimidation from women. So I have 3 piles for you. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And do remember, this is a general reading, so if a pile doesn't resonate, that's okay. You can check out a different pile or a different reading that I've got. But let's go ahead and take a second, see which pile resonates, and we'll go ahead and get started. Hi, pile 1. So if you chose the first pile, then this is your reading on what is it about you that women love and or admire. So I see quite a lot going on here. Really kind of interesting and complex, but I'm liking it. So you have the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Page of Cups in reverse, the Hanged Man, and the Queen of Swords. So right away what I'm getting is that if this pile resonates for you, I can see that looks are a little bit deceiving for you when it comes to women. So when women first meet you, when women first see you, they assume some things that turn out either to not be true or not be the full story. So you really make a lot of women question kind of their assumptions, their stereotypes, and their intuition here. I see that a lot of people and women in general really see you as someone very fiery, very attractive right off the bat. This could kind of get a lot of women in their feelings, whether you're a masculine or a feminine. I just see a very, very physically attractive person. Someone who's so attractive they almost sort of look like a fantasy, or kind of what women assume a fantasy would look like here. I see with this 10 of Swords, whether you're a masculine or a feminine or whatever these women are attracted to, it's sort of like, it's almost a little bit painful how attractive you are, whether they're attracted to you or just kind of perceiving your level of attractiveness. I see that a lot of women are just kind of really shook by you right off the bat. But at the same time, I see that they really admire this. It kind of rocks their whole foundation here. But what I'm getting is, as women get to know you, so this could be women who actually like know you or have kind of gotten to know you a little bit better, they realize that you're an extremely intelligent person, someone very well spoken, someone very knowledgeable, and they really admire this about you. I think for a lot of women when they first meet you, I think because they initially kind of see this attractiveness, now once again, this is really how they're perceiving you. So you might not even necessarily feel like this is how you come off, but this is how women are perceiving you. They immediately see someone very confident, very fiery, very attractive here. And they kind of make assumptions, maybe possibly about your intelligence, simply based off of the fact that you look so good. But then they quickly realize that there's more underneath the surface. There's someone very intelligent, very knowledgeable. I'm getting, if you're a feminine energy, this is definitely sort of overwhelming for women around you. I see that they definitely do admire this about you, but at the same time, there's almost a sense of, why don't I have that? So I do see some sort of emulation energy here, where women might even be trying to analyze you in order to take the bits and pieces of you that they wish that they had. But I also see that that's a lot easier said than done here. So there might even be women around you who try to imitate you a little bit, you know, whether it's your confidence, your looks, your style, but they realize it's a lot harder. And then on top of that, once again, with the Hanged Man and the Queen of Swords, I do see that your intelligence really is something that they admire, but also something that they feel like is kind of impossible to mimic here. I'm also getting, if this is resonating for you, you might have experienced people assuming things about your intelligence based on your looks, or just having people sort of in a 10 of Swords energy around you, you know, whether it's intimidation, jealousy, kind of assuming things about you based on your looks that are not necessarily the most charitable assumptions. And I feel like you've gotten to a point in your journey where you just don't apologize for who you are, the way that you look, how people perceive you. You just kind of are who you are. You treat people with respect, you treat people with kindness, but at the same time, you don't apologize for who you are. You don't try to diminish yourself. And I feel like a lot of women admire that. But at the same time, with this Queen of Wands energy and the Seven of Cups, it's like I see someone very multi-talented. So you could have a lot of talents, you could have a lot of gifts or abilities here. And I almost see that some women around you might hope that you would diminish yourself, whether you're a man or a woman, just because you do shine so brightly. But the fact that you don't, and the fact that they can't make you diminish yourself, they both admire, but at the same time, once again, with this Ten of Swords crowning the reading, I do see it's sort of painful for the women around you. So if you're a masculine, you could be someone very attractive that maybe a lot of women are interested in physically. You may have a lot of options, but I just see that for a lot of the women around you, they feel like they don't stand a chance, and this can be really painful for them. And if you're a woman, I can see, whether they're attracted to you or not, other women see you as someone with a lot of options, someone who, could potentially get a lot of attention from other people as well. For women, especially who like attention, this can be really difficult for them, but at the same time, they admire you because, that's what they put value in, is physical attractiveness and attention. And I feel like if this is your pile one, you get a lot of attention here. But at the same time, there's a very deep, intelligent person beneath the surface. I see that your looks are not the only consideration for you. I see someone who's very proud of their intelligence, proud of the things that they know. I also see someone who has book smarts and street smarts as well, and I think that women really admire this about you. So they could assume either one or the other, that you're very book smart, but maybe don't have as much street smarts, but then they come to realize that you're very well-rounded when it comes to your knowledge here. Very nice. Okay, let's see if we can get anything else. What do women admire about my pile one? Yeah, I just see someone with a lot of talents, a lot of gifts, and a lot of abilities who's just very comfortable in themselves. Wow, yes. No apologies here. With the Chariot and the Hermit and the King of Wands here, King to the Queen of Wands. So I do just have to say too, especially if you're a feminine energy, a lot of women perceive you as someone who has a lot of men interested in you and attracted to you, and they admire this about you. But once again, you also, with the Hermit, you seem very comfortable in yourself. You feel comfortable on your own. Women might see you doing things on your own sometimes, but looking very content and very happy. And especially if you're out and about doing things by yourself, women also see men noticing you a lot. I'm also getting, for a lot of you, if this is resonating for you, the women around you might have heard or seen or witnessed men express attraction to you. Yeah, with that Page of Swords. I'm really seeing a lot of women witness the attention that you get. And if you're a masculine energy, women might also notice that other men really respect you or give you big props. Men really admire you, and women admire you for this reason as well. Also with the Chariot here, I see that you're a very fast moving person, so you might manifest pretty well. You might move forward with a lot of your goals. Yeah. Women really do. I'm getting a watching and a studying energy. Yeah, message. So a lot of women watch you and study you, but it's very, look at the Hangman to the Ten of Swords. So it's they might watch you and study you to maybe emulate you, but then they realize that you're a lot more complex than they realized. Or, they might try to kind of mimic you, but realize once they try to actually execute whatever you do that it's a lot harder than it looked. Or that they just don't get the same response here with the Star. You're really a star here, pile one. You have a very beautiful healing energy. I'm really getting an energy of somebody who's very much focused on themselves, their journey, finding the things about yourself that you like and kind of building upon that rather than trying to be like someone else. And women really admire this about you. Wow, the High Priestess with that Three of Cups here. I also see someone who's very, very good at executing things without the help of others necessarily, with that High Priestess to the Three of Cups. So I see that you get along really well with people. You do have a lot of fun. You're a lot of fun to be around. You have a very nice energy. But at the same time, people also see that you work very, very well alone, and you don't necessarily need the support or collaboration of others to achieve your goals here. Yeah, Four of Swords rather. Interesting, I said Four of Wands. Some of you could have a very nice home life, or people perceive that about you. Women admire that about you. Also, your home. Other women who've maybe seen your home think you have a very beautiful home. Four of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Justice. Women admire the fact that you really take your time to figure out what you want and what makes you happy, regardless of what society says or what other people say. And you're able to just push forward and actually make that happen for yourself. Beautiful energy. All right, let's see if we get anything else. All right, anything else for pile one? Very beautiful, mature energy here. Yeah, that Justice is really trying to pop out. Nine of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Six of Cups, Eight of Swords, and the Devil. With the Tower. This is sort of interesting. This is sort of specific. But for some of you, definitely, I'm getting a little bit of projection here, but I feel like if this is resonating for you, where you're a very fiery, very attractive, but also a very intelligent person, and women are like perceiving this about you, women also think that you're really good at navigating complex social situations. It's not necessarily giving me like manipulation energy, but other women feel like you can manipulate situations in your favor. It's not giving a toxic energy at all. It's more like, a good example is if, say, like you are confronted by a toxic person and they try to manipulate you. Other women may have seen you in this kind of situation and then overcome it. And then the person who was trying to manipulate you ended up in a really bad place mentally. You might not even have done this on purpose, but the women around you who witnessed this might have thought you just played the game better than this manipulative person, when really you were just confident and comfortable in yourself and just kind of didn't deal with that person. But that person ended up feeling some type of way. And the women who witnessed this, the women around you, so like, say a good example is like if there's like a toxic guy or something, sort of like a narcissistic guy who maybe has gotten a lot of girls in their feelings. This person might have tried some tricks on you, failed, and then this person was really caught up in their feelings. And the women who witnessed this might have thought, oh my gosh, pile one beat them at their own game. It's that kind of situation. I'm just seeing that women see you as someone very powerful. I'm seeing a building of respect here. Definitely. Wow, Justice. And we just said it kept trying to pop out and it flew out. Yeah, with the strength. Unbelievable. Four of Pentacles. I see that women just see you as someone very ascended. Someone who's mastered both their material world, but also sort of the spiritual world, the mental world. Women see you as someone very magical, frankly. I will say as well, too, just to kind of round this out, pile one. Some women around you might even assume you have some sort of spiritual gifts or abilities with this High Priestess and the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Like, I definitely think, maybe not all the women around you, but some women who are getting to know you, especially if any of you aren't any, like, sort of metaphysical things, and you've talked about this or kind of hinted at this, there are definitely women around you who think you may have some abilities that are outside of the physical world. And they admire this. They think it's really, really cool. There are definitely maybe even some women who want to learn from you. All right, anything else? Anything else before we close out? Thank you. King of Swords. Wow. Yeah, definitely with this Magician in reverse. Yeah, there are definitely some women around you, Pawan, who think you have, like, magical powers completely. Like, with the Magician in reverse and the Four of Wands here. With this King of Swords, this is getting very, very specific. This is not for everybody. But if any of you know people who are into, like, metaphysical things, you know, magic, manifestation, anything like that, you might not even be aware of this. or you might be aware of this, there might be someone in your community, in your situation, who was like dabbling in a little bit of magic here and there. There might be some women who know about this. This person might have gotten some karma for maybe trying to mess with you, and the women around them might think that you're just a lot more powerful than them. I hope this is making sense. If you don't know of anybody who's into that kind of thing, don't take this part of the reading. But if this resonates for you, and I'm just going to say straight up, if any of you maybe knew some little, like, you know, warlocks or anything like that. I've talked before about, you know, going into metaphysical shops, going into crystal shops, and seeing so many people in there just kind of learning about magic and dabbling in that. If you knew of any masculines who may have been doing that, even just like manifesting and things like that, and this person got some really bad karma, the women around them might know about this and might think that you were just able to kind of retaliate on a metaphysical level here. So I'm seeing a lot of respect for your power. It really could have just been karma, just kind of return to sender energy, protection, divine protection. But I'm seeing that the women around you in this situation really admire and respect you for not only being able to survive whatever energy they were throwing at you, but for being able to topple whatever foundation this kind of magical, manipulating masculine was sending your way. Wow, very interesting. So that's what I have for you, pile one. Really, really beautiful, really kind of intense, but very powerful energy here. Really, really wonderful. So that's what I have for you, pile one. I do hope it resonated. Also, with this Queen of Pentacles as well, I'm seeing someone very stable and very financially abundant, and I see that women assume this about you and really respect your abundance and your stability here. And this also seems like a pretty good omen for moving forward. Expect to see your finances continue to elevate and multiply. So that's what I have for you, pile one. I do hope it resonated. If it didn't, that's okay. You can check out one of the other piles, one of my other readings, or you can book a personal reading with me. All right, thank you so much, pile one. And until I see you next time, stay safe and God bless. Hi, pile two. So if you chose a second pile, then this is your reading on what do women love and or admire about you. And so right off the bat, just like I said in the intro, I'm seeing a little bit of dual energy here. I do see a lot of love and admiration, but it does kind of dip into a little bit of jealousy and insecurity sometimes. But I'm still seeing some really, really good positive information here. So you have the Page of Swords, the Nine of Cups, Page of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups, the Tower, and the Nine of Pentacles. So first off, what I'm seeing here, women admire the fact that you seem like a master manifester, and I'm getting specifically you get whatever you want. So once again, this is just how they're perceiving you. This is just kind of what they're assuming based on their perspective of your life here. It's difficult, I think, for some women to kind of handle how great your life seems here. I mean, you seem very financially abundant, very stable, very enlightened, like a very, very stable energy here. And with the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups, you seem so happy, like, all the time. You just seem happy, content. You seem like whatever you want, you get. At the same time, with this Page of Pentacles, there's sort of this kind of youthful and fresh and fun energy to you. Yeah, we have two pages here as well. I see that women admire the fact that no matter what seems to be going on in the world, in the community, you always seem good. Like, you always seem solid. Every time they see you, every time they're around you, they just feel like you're doing well. You're happy, you're abundant, you're content. So you might be even the type who doesn't really share too much about like your struggles or like anything you may be going through. And so you always just kind of project this energy of looking good, feeling good. And this is just how women see you. They admire this about you, but at the same time, if a woman is like kind of going through things, I do see that there are quite a few women around you who are feeling not so great about themselves or their own lives. In contrast, let's see if we can get some more here. We have Two of Wands on the top and the Magician on the bottom, just like I said, master manifester. So women really admire just the fact that you seem, whatever you want, whatever you desire, you seem to get it. Yeah. You're very strong. You're very stable once again. Yeah, such a lighthearted energy as well, too. And I think this is what makes it really difficult for some women around you with the Ace of Cups. You're very loved. You have a lot of self-love as well, too. You always seem like you're having fun. But once again, with all these pages, there's like this very, very lighthearted energy. Some of you may look very young for your age, just look very youthful, have a very youthful energy. Wow, yeah, with that Page of Pentacles to the Hierophant, I'm getting, for some women, when they first meet you, they think you're a lot younger than you are, and then they actually find out you're a lot older and a lot wiser, and it's like really throws them for a tailspin here. Yeah, there's a Tower here. I'm getting sort of a more complicated storyline. So for pile 2, if this is resonating for you, women also really assume that you have a lot of financial abundance here. So kind of the image I'm getting is they meet you. They think you're a lot younger. So for instance, if you're in your 30s, they think you're in your 20s. If you're in your 20s, they think you're a teenager. And like so on and so forth. But they see someone who looks really young and fresh and happy. You seem very financially abundant. And so they might just assume maybe you come from like a really, really well-off family or something. Some of you might, but some of you just have really built your own abundance and stability. And then they find out, you know, your age or how established you are. So I constantly see kind of this sort of fantasy life that they've kind of constructed in their heads for you, kind of shifting and changing the more they get to know you. But the one thing that stays consistent is the fact that they see you having this really beautiful, ideal, happy, fun, fulfilled life here. They love it, they admire it, but I do see some envy for it. You also could attract a lot of love, a lot of attraction. Let's see, what else do we have for pile 2? Pile 2. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward so far. Wow. Hi, the Star, of course. Wow. And the World. Women think you have a lot of options. Women think you have a lot of options and don't even share how many options you have. I'm really getting that women kind of have this sort of like fantasy, ideal life that they imagine for you, like in their heads. So for some of you, you're a little bit more private. You don't quite share everything about your life. And I'm honestly getting for a lot of you, the women around you who don't know every detail about your life are like, I bet pile 2 has all these guys they're talking to or all these girls they're talking to. They have so much money. Everybody loves them. Like, it's really just giving you, wow. Woo. So we have the Devil, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Justice. This is kind of weird. Pile 2, you definitely have women kind of obsessing over their imaginary, like, version of your life that they have in their head. If you guys post on social media or, like, talk about your life at all, there are definitely some feminines who live vicariously through you. So if you're, like, always out, like, doing fun things, traveling, you know, having a good time. This is weird. With the Devil here, though, and the Seven of Pentacles to the Star, if this is really resonating for you, you definitely have some feminines who are, like, kind of obsessed with you and, like, obsessed with your life and, like, what they think you do, like, in your life. The Death card. Oh my gosh, the Death card, the High Priestess, and the Empress. This is kind of intense. Okay. Can I get a card for the Death card, please? What's the Death card about? What have we got going on the Death card? Thank you. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, pile 2. With the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Pile 2. If you're masculine energy, women are just really, really attracted to you. I'm going to be so honest. And a lot of women kind of fantasize and obsess over having a brand new beginning with you. If you're a woman or a feminine energy, there are some women in your life who have very strong, like, intimate feelings for you that, I mean, it really, like, shook is not even, like, the right word. This energy is so intense. I'm just gonna tell you, pile 2, there are definitely some women around you who are in love with you, and it's, like, stressing them out. Wow. Oh my gosh. I got chills. This is kind of scary, pile 2. I don't know what kind of energy you got. Oh my gosh. Pile 2. What is going on here, pile 2? Who are you, pile 2? This is crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This almost feels like a warning, pile 2. If this is resonating for you, just be aware. There are some women around you who are, like, stone cold in love with you. Like, and these are women maybe who did not question their sexuality before. These could be women in relationships. Yeah, just be gentle with the people around you, pile 2, because I'm seeing an insanely powerful energy here. A very, very attractive, very enticing, loving energy that you have. And it can really make people kind of obsessed with you. I'm not gonna lie, pile 2, I'm really shook by these cards. All right, let's see. So I do see that, this is kind of funny, but just because the energy is so strong, and because there may already be some kind of questions around, because with all this super strong energy, and we have the High Priestess and the Magician, if any of you talk about, like, karma, manifestation, any, like, sort of metaphysical things, some of the women around you could think that maybe you dabble in magic or something. If that's the case for you, if that resonates, I do just have to say, some of these women might think you cast, like, some love spells or something, just because, like, they're, like, in love with you. Like, some of the women around you are in love with you. If you're a masculine, the same thing applies. Some of the women around you are just, like, in love with you. They might be wondering if maybe you might have, like, manifested or did, like, a little magic. Yeah, with the 7 of Cups to the Ace of Cups. What is going on here? So, regardless of whether you're masculine or feminine, I do see that some of the feminines around you might be like, why do I like pile 2 so much? Like, I see them kind of, like, running through all the possibilities and, like, trying to understand it. 10 of Wands. This is very burdensome. Some of the women around you, wow, with the Chariot, are burdened by their feelings. 5 of Swords, 4 of Swords, Knight of Swords, to the Ace of Cups. This is so funny. Oh my gosh, pile 2. So we're kind of getting back a little bit to some of the more lower vibrational energies that you can sort of inspire in women sometimes. So I'm seeing that with the 5 of Swords to the 4 of Swords to the Knight of Swords. Some of the women around you might have initially just kind of fallen into a bit of, like, a jealous energy, intimidation energy. But as time has gone on, they've become, honestly, more and more, like, in love with you. This could be romantic, this could be platonic, but just having very strong, affectionate feelings for you. And it's like, the more those feelings grew, the more they realized, like, no, I don't dislike pile 2. I'm not just jealous of pile 2. Like, I actually have love for pile 2. But they're starting to question, like, the nature of that love. But with the 9 of Swords to the 7 of Swords, like, they're very stressed about it. I'm not seeing this actually happening, but I'm going to be so real with you. At least for one of you, there is a feminine energy who is in a relationship who thinks about leaving their partner to be with you. I don't see that happening, but I see them, like, fantasizing about that with the 7 of Cups. Oh my god. Stop. This is scary. Pile 2, your energy. Who are you? This is crazy. The 5 of Wands, the Sun, and the 8 of Cups with the 4 of Cups. They think you wouldn't be interested in them, though. This is crazy. The 8 of Cups. Like, so they're definitely fighting these feelings. King of Wands, Knight of Wands, with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, they're definitely kind of trying to fight these feelings and trying to, like, kind of process them on their own. I'm gonna be real with you, pile 2. This is your pile. Like, you have some haters who've straight up turned into, like, your secret admirers. You have haters who are like, I'm in love with pile 2. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It's like, I'm looking at this Page of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and I'm like looking at the little boy holding up the Page of Wands, and the way he's looking at the wand, he's like, wait, oh my gosh, like, this is a wand. Like, this is passion. I have passion here in this situation. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, is there anything else? Wow, pile 2. You've definitely got the feminine energies, like, riled up. Anything else for pile 2? Anything else for pile 2? I've used up almost all the deck on this. This is so funny. The Moon, yes, with the Fool on top, Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Cups again. So there's a lot of feminine energies who have very, very deep feelings for you, and they're hiding this. I see that whatever energy you're in, you're doing an amazing job of transmuting any like jealous energy or negative energy. Anybody who just liked you off the bat just loves you even more now. And anyone who disliked you in the past, you've kind of thrown them into a tailspin over the feelings of affection and love that they're developing. Like, they can't even help it. I think it's because you have such this beautiful, light-loving energy. You manifest very well. So people can't help but admire you. And it seems like whatever energy is being sent your way, you do an amazing job of transmuting it and sending it back as just this beautiful, loving energy that is very irresistible to people of all genders, it seems. But just keep in mind that whatever's going on here, I do see that a lot of the feminines around you are kind of trying to keep this to themselves, trying to minimize it and kind of trying to keep it a secret here. But just know if there's anybody around you who maybe you felt like was giving you bad vibes, don't be surprised if beneath all that is a lot of love and a little bit of confusion about the strength and the depth of that love. But wow, that's what I have for you. Lots of love and admiration from feminine energies, pile 2. So that's what I have. I do hope it resonated. I do hope it was helpful. It was beautiful reading your guys' energy and tapping into your energy once again. If it didn't resonate, that's okay. You can check out one of the other piles, one of my other videos, or you can book a personal with me. All right, thank you so much, pile 2. This was awesome. And until I see you next time, stay safe and God bless. Hi, pile 3. So if you chose a third pile, then this is your reading on what women love and or admire about you. And I do just have to say, pile 3, I usually use this deck for my third piles in my readings, and this deck usually kind of brings out more of like an intense energy. So I'm kind of just going to tell you about the energy a little bit, and you can decide if this is your pile. So if you're the type of person, if you're a feminine energy in particular, or a masculine really, if you feel like feminine energies usually are a little bit like hater-ish towards you, don't really like to give you your props, and it's usually kind of like an uphill battle with feminine energies, this is your pile. I see a lot of good things actually for you, but in terms of how other women admire you and love you, it can get kind of toxic. There's like a lot of envious energy here. But I'll go ahead and kind of tap in and explain why, and we can talk about why they feel this way, because it's really not your fault. But if that energy resonates with you, this could definitely be your pile. So I see that a lot of women have very strong, almost like obsessive energy when it comes to you. I feel like a lot of women just like feel defeated by you like as soon as you show up. A lot of women might try to rile you up sometimes or kind of like get you out of pocket, but you don't really like fall into that or fall for that ever. With the Seven of Wands to the Three of Wands too, I feel like a lot of you, if this is your pile, you almost kind of feel like you have to be on defense when there's feminine energies around. It's like you almost anticipate it. But I see the reason for that is because you are someone very, very attractive. You have a lot of talents, a lot of gifts, a lot of abilities. You have a lot of options, or feminine energies perceive you this way. Sometimes a lot of feminine energies might just like really kind of get out of their element around you. let's get some more. Yeah. Feminine energies really might like watch you pretty closely here with the Six of Pentacles. Really, you might be the type to get like copied or imitated a lot by other feminine energies. Yeah, you're very, very powerful though. Spiritually, intellectually, physically. Let's see, pile three. What do women admire? I mean, look. I have to admit, I think the jealous energy is so pronounced that that's really all that can be communicated energetically. Like, I have to admit, and we can maybe get some advice, because once again, it's not your fault. If this is resonating for you, like, this really resonates for you. I don't want anybody to be like, oh my gosh, are women all jealous of me and like stressed about me, unless you know that this is your lived experience. You've experienced this before. If you're the type of person where you've seen jealous feminines try to like mess with you or ruin your life, like, it's that serious. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to help give you some advice just on how to like transmute this energy. I get the sense that this is something you're used to and you've probably already learned how to transmute this energy and deal with it. And it's certainly not the end of the world. In fact, you can really take this energy and manifest very powerfully with it. But I think this is just the messages that your angels want to send to you through kind of analyzing how you've had to deal with feminine energies in the past. Once again, with that Page of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. So I see that a lot of the feminine energies around you just feel heartbroken when you come around. So let's see why. Let's not tap so much into the energy of this jealousy, but what is making them jealous about pile 2? Wow. Very lucky. Wow. Here, I see why. Pile 3, if this is resonating for you, you are very, very powerful. This negative kind of low vibrational energy could even simply be an unconscious reaction to, This could even be an unconscious reaction simply to your vibration, like your energetic vibration. So I and other readers have talked about how sometimes when you vibrate very high or have a very, very high divine energy, a lot of times that can irritate people's demons or their own negative energy, and so they'll immediately kind of fall into this devil energy without even realizing it. I see, if this is resonating for you, pile 3, you are an incredibly powerful manifester. You've definitely been here before. You've been reincarnated before. You have a very important, powerful journey that you have to fulfill here on Earth. And people pick up on that energetically. I also see that a lot of you might attract a lot of attention, a lot of love. You attract in other energies. You make other energies want to care for you, protect you, take care of you. Also, along with that, I also feel like this is your energy as well. You seem very solid, very stable, very well taken care of, very abundant. Wow, Ace of Wands, you're extremely attractive physically, and a lot of people feel that way about you. Wow, with the Three of Cups. Wow, with the Strength. I have to say, I do think that with all these threes, a lot of feminine energies might be very threatened by you physically in terms of masculine energies or other energies wanting to be with you. Wow, crazy. In a romantic sense, oh my gosh. Feminine energies are very, very, very threatened by you, especially if they have like a partner or something. Yeah, it's very uncomfortable for them. I just feel like because you're so attractive and you have a very powerful energy, it makes a lot of feminines just straight up uncomfortable. And that's like not bad on your part. Like, you look great. You're very solid. You're very stable. I get someone, who's nice to be around. But if this is resonating for you, you're a very special person. This is not going to be for everybody. But if this is the kind of person where when you walk into a room, you'll see someone's partner staring at you while they're there. If that's never happened to you, this might not be your pile. But if that's happened to you, yeah. And it's not your fault. I'm also not really getting someone, I mean, we got the Empress and the Seven of Pentacles. So I get the sense that you're not super like flashy or anything. You're just a very naturally attractive, powerful person. You could be very, very confident. Very divine here. Very divine energy. Very strong, strong, strong energy. Some of you, I mean, if this is resonating for you, you're definitely close to God with all these aces as well. For some of you, because you've experienced what it's like to have feminine energies go against you because of the way you look or the way that you carry yourself or the energy that you have, a lot of you have had to turn to the divine to protect you and help you transmute this energy. But with the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Cups, I think you have learned or are learning how to take this negative energy and really manifest very powerfully with it. All right, so let's see if there's anything else here. So what do women admire about you? Yeah, look. It's like we got the Eight of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. You can't make this up. Wow, with the Six of Swords. So let's talk about what women love and admire about you. I get the sense that, I'm not gonna lie, the jealousy and the envy is so pronounced that we really have to dig to the root of it, because it's just like they can't even see that they're loving you and admiring you. They're just feeling threatened. But what they love and admire about you, other women, and I'm getting this is really strongly for feminine energies. If this is resonating for you as a masculine, I definitely see feminines picking up on your power on an energetic level and feeling threatened by that. But I'm seeing that women find you very, very, very attractive. Whatever gender you are, they find you extremely attractive to the point where they completely assume that if you wanted to take their partner or take the person that they're interested in, you could 100% do that. Women also see you as someone extremely victorious. So this is especially for any women who see you repeatedly or see you on a regular basis. You're always winning. You're just always winning. And this really kind of gets feminines trapped in their head. You also seem like you have a lot of fun and a lot of fun people around you and a lot of love around you. Once again, this is just their perspective and what they're seeing and what they're assuming about you and your life. They also see you someone extremely abundant, someone very stable, somebody very comfortable, somebody very content. And I'm feeling this energy. I feel like I'm talking very aggressively because it's making me angry that feminine energies are so angry at you, pile 3, because there's no reason simply other than jealousy. But you'll find, if you're a very attractive, successful person, this will just happen. And there's nothing wrong with that. I see that you're doing a very good job of learning how to transmute that energy, of how to work around it. You're staying very, very close to God, which is kind of keeping you centered and grounded, which I think is beautiful. And I see that you're not really even the type of person who would want to steal someone else's partner. But I just feel like women just get so caught up in their fears and their emotions and their anxiety. I definitely see a lot of feminines also projecting onto you as well. For some of you, I'm getting the energy of like, you might even remind feminines of like other feminines in their past who are really attractive and maybe like hurt them or bullied them, even though you've done nothing. It's really just giving me because of your physical attributes and because of your victorious, powerful energy here. So let's get some advice maybe before, and then we can close out. Let's get some advice. Okay, let's see. 10 of Cups, beautiful. So don't worry injustice. Wow. Don't worry too much about it. Yeah. Don't worry too much about it. I do see that for other feminine energies on your vibration, on your wavelength, they're going to be on your same wavelength and just kind of be able to collaborate with you, see your positive attributes, and really kind of help to create a nice collaboration here between the two of you. So expect to see yourself gravitating towards your soul family of feminine energies, other feminine energies who've maybe experienced similar things, and where you'll be able to kind of relate, collaborate, and kind of lift each other up. So I see in the future, there's going to be a lot of happiness and a lot of really positive connections here. But it's really going to take you actually meeting other feminine energies who've just been through what you've been through, and who understand what it's like to have to kind of be on the defense because you have a lot of positive attributes. You're going to recognize each other on a soul level. These are going to be people who understand you and who have enough positive attributes of their own where they don't feel like threatened by you. They just see a kindred spirit. So definitely expect to see also some really nice compensation from the universe for what you've had to deal with. Because I see that you're a good person, pile 3. I see that with everything you've gone through, you might be very tempted to kind of fall into a lower vibrational energy, but you never do. You know, you always stay on the straight and narrow. You're a very good person. You're a very kind-hearted person. But at the same time, you also really appreciate all of your positive attributes, and you don't diminish yourself or dim your light for anyone. And that's really going to serve you well. I think you're going to be very, very, very happy with this 10 of Cups to the 3 of Pentacles. I think you have a lot of good times ahead. I would just say stay focused, stay close to God, and also just recognize that, you know, if feminine energies are treating you in a dishonorable way, it's really just because they see so much potential in you that it scares them. For some of you, like, they really think you're going to reach, you know, the pinnacle of wherever you're trying to go in life. And so I say to that's a good sign. That's a really good sign for you, pile 3. And so I'm sorry if you've had to deal with any negative energy from feminine energies, but just know that they see you as like the creme de la creme, truly. And it kind of scares them. But, you know, that's their problem, not yours, pile 3. I think you're absolutely beautiful and you're doing a fantastic job. And just keep working on yourself, keep honing your amazing skills, because I see it's really going to create a beautiful, abundant, happy life for you. Wow. So that's what I have for you, pile 3. I do hope it resonated. I do hope it was helpful. If it didn't, that's okay. You can check out one of the other piles, one of my other videos, or you can book a personal reading with me. All right, thank you so much, pile 3. Really beautiful, powerful, gorgeous energy. And I'm looking forward to tapping into the energy again soon and seeing how things progress for you. All right, thank you so much for watching, pile 3. And until I see you next time, stay safe and God bless.